Hey button pushers, my name is Nick and welcome back to HitchHiker. And we're about to undertake our penultimate ride. We had just pulled up at the gas station where Kira is potentially being held hostage and our car got jammed in by another car and then the ride ended. So I don't know what's going to happen when I press continue, but we're about to find out. Saeed Bahar is our new guardian. I'm in the boot of the car, trunk of the car. Okay, right, before we do that. So, my newest theory, because my theory keeps changing every time, that Kira's not actually in danger. I'm pretty sure I'm in a coma, and all of this is a construct of my own mind, and it's all kind of a build-up and almost a metaphor for letting go of our broken relationship. I need to find Kira, and I need to let her go, is what I think at the moment. I could be wrong. I could be completely wrong, and I'm going to look like a damn fool, but that's my current thought process. But first we need to get out of this sticky situation. Phone and matchbook. Yes! Cool number. I've had this number written down since episode 1, and I didn't even need it. Now, for the love of God, help me.
Yellow.
Vern?
Copernicus? Is that you?
Yes, now help me.
Let me guess. You've gotten yourself into some kind of jam.
Yes.
Swinging by your toes over a tiger cage?
All that I know is I'm in the trunk of a car.
Locked in a trunk? That doesn't sound like part of your dream. How'd you manage that?
I don't know. I was trapped by the man with many eyes. So he's the man that's allegedly taken Kira. She said when I spoke to her through the phone seance in the last episode that she was taken by the man with many eyes, and he wears them on his wrist. And he has a friend with mirror eyes. It's all very peculiar.
I sincerely doubt that. The fact that I'm hearing your voice now suggests otherwise.
You got her though. I need to rescue her.
Don't mess with him, kid. He's the final gatekeeper.
Ah,
way too strong.
Interesting.
You need to learn the spell first, before you can go up against him.
The spell? There's a spell? What spell?
Hey, if I knew it, I'd tell you. Speaking of which, did you find the box, Copernicus?
I did. The lock one. Yes, in the mailbox.
Have you opened it yet?
No, because I don't have a key.
Figure out a way to open that box, Copernicus.
Oh, I need a key.
Inside, you'll find out who you really are.
We start by getting me out of this trunk.
Lucky for you, I've got my farmer's almanac here. Let's have a look. Hang on.
How's that gonna help?
See, cabbage, caraway, carrot, car trunk. First thing you should do is reach around for the latch. Sounds kind of obvious.
Yeah. Nope, there's no latch.
Okay, next step. See if you can scare up the brake lights. Can you find them?
No.
It's a little gizmo with some wires.
Cable box. Okay, first of all, is there anything else in here? No. Okay. Cable box. Go.
Okay. Yank on the wires and try to pull the lights into the trunk with you.
Okay. Ooh.
Got them?
Oh.
What color are the lights?
Red.
We need a green light, kid. A steady green light. That's the way forward.
Well, that's been the symbol the entire way so
Gotta
far.
run now. Good luck to you, kid.
Don't leave me, Vern. Oh God. Okay, so okay, so I just need to figure this stuff out. Do you go there? No. Do you go there? No. I'm assuming that okay, lights. Oh my God, there's symbols on this side I hadn't even realised. Circle, so this should be green. Yes. Why green and pink? Not green. It means not. Idiot. Idiot. So it's not green, and it's not a circle. Okay, well that could be a lot of things. So it's not green, and it's not pink, which means it's blue. So it could be this one or this one. I'm an idiot. It's not pink, and it's not a plus. Okay, so that means you are you. Got it. Okay. So not green, not pink. That has to be this. Good. We're getting somewhere. Progress. So this is a minus. The only minus left is you. Not a green, not a circle. So, you. Boom. And plus and circle. I'm a moron. Okay, hi there, buddy. How did I wind up in your trunk?
ما أدري شو تسوي بسيارتي بس من خبرتي بهذا المكان راح انسح بعدين.
Interesting.
English. آسف. ما أدري هاي مو صدق.
Good.
بس
good.
أنا أشعر بيه. كاني من صدق حجة سعر.
Wait a second.
كل شيء هنا إلها دلالة رمزية. السترن.
I can't understand you.
ولا القرن على الدشبول.
I can't understand you.
إيه معود على كيفك. أريد أوقف.
Said, I don't speak Arabic. Wake up. Translate driver's speech. How to do that? Do I have anything in my bag that can help me? No. Okay. Radio. Okay, well, let's fiddle with the channel knob. How am I controlling this? I don't know how I'm controlling this. Okay, it moves and then I press it and it stops. Okay, so I'm pretty sure the volume needs to be at 8. Or around 8. Okay, so the static's gone. Got it. You speak English now?
English? No, sorry. I could of course back in the real world, but it doesn't seem to have come with me into this place.
But we're speaking English right now.
To me, this sounds like Arabic. I guess it depends on one's perspective. Anyway, as long as you're not going to start shouting at me again, it's an improvement.
I apologize. How did I get in the trunk of your car?
How would I know? It's not even my car.
Why are you driving it then?
No idea. I find myself behind the wheel here night after night. And the trunk, that's my dream too. You don't want to know how many hours I've spent in there, trying to shift my legs to keep them from falling asleep.
I know you're the next guard.
What do you mean? Whose guard? Yours?
Every driver it turns out we've met before.
Now I know you must be an English speaker. The only people in the world convinced that every story revolves around them.
Fair point.
Who are you anyway?
I asked you first. What's your name anyway?
I'm not sure actually. But here, it's funny. On this highway, everybody calls me Al-Shatir.
Why is that funny?
Never heard of Ibn al-Shatir? A famous astronomer. I guess you don't learn about him in your schools. One of the forefathers of astronomy. In many ways a predecessor to...
Copernicus.
Yes, that's right.
Funny, that's my name. In here anyway.
Copernicus. Al-Shatir. Two iconoclasts from different lands who challenged the belief that the sun revolves around the earth. Two dreamers who had the conviction that their unique consciousness is not the only thing in the center of the universe. Maybe you're not just part of my story, like I'm not part of yours. You were trapped in the trunk, where I've been many times. It's like you've wandered into my dream, and I've wandered into yours.
How is this possible?
How should I know? Somehow the streams have crossed. Disturbance in space-time continuum.
Okay. Peculiar. So are these highways like a shared consciousness? And somehow, like you said, our streams have crossed? Or is he another guardian and he's just messing with me? I don't know. There's nothing here that I've not looked at, so... Let's continue. So, what are you dreaming about?
Me? Yes, safety. A place far away from wars. From bombings. From the cockroaches that crawl out as soon as the dust settles. On the news, you hear only about armies and religious madmen. But it's the gangsters that drove me away. They're the ones who did this to me.
What kind of gangsters?
The El Mahdi army. They called themselves an army anyway. They were looking for my brother-in-law because he worked as a translator for the US military. Neighbors warned us we should move, and so we did, twice.
Did they find your brother-in-law?
Luckily, no. He was safe with the army, beyond their reach. A few years passed and we forgot about the threat. Life had returned to normal, and that's when they came back and picked me up. 2 days later, when I woke up in a Baghdad hospital, I found out that they dumped me off there and told the hospital that I'd hurt myself in a work accident.
So, was that the moment you decided to leave?
Yes. After that, I couldn't stay.
So I see these dark clouds rolling in. Tell me about your escape. I'm not going to make this about me. I want to hear his story.
The women in my family, my mother, my sisters, they were the only ones who knew.
Why not the men?
I was very close to the women in my family. They were the ones who were around all the times while I was recovering. The men, my father, my brothers, always working, always out of the house. I got on a plane to Istanbul, where my cousin lived. He took me to Izmir, where the smugglers are. They're easy to find. I bought a space on a vessel, headed to Mytilene, Greece, the closest harbor in Europe.
Were you worried about getting ripped off?
No. They had a system that you would pay your money to a broker, and he'd give you a token. Once you go to the other side, you show the token. Only then does the broker pay the smuggler. We couldn't leave for 5 days. Too many Greek army ships in the sea. Every morning, getting up at 3:30 to make a go of it. By the 5th day, I was so tired of waiting that I wasn't even scared to get on board any longer. Finally, impatience had overtaken fear.
Tell me what happened next.
We did not make it to Europe. A boat pulls up next to us. People are trying to understand what's going on, but the men on the ship only speak Greek. At first, people are worried that it's pirates. They take everything from the passengers. Sometimes take the passengers themselves. Sometimes just ram the boat and laugh as it sinks. But no, these are police, it turns out. They take us back to Turkey, where I'm waiting and waiting and waiting. Of course, I did not remember all this in my dreams at first. These were things I remembered from clues I found along the highway.
Sounds familiar.
I've dreamed this highway, this car before, many times.
Why do you dream of an American highway?
It's a good question.
I know.
I had an uncle once who left Iraq many years ago to study engineering at the University of Bowling Green. I guess this made an impression on me. Who knows why we dream the things we dream? What is your dream about?
I'm not sure. Maybe just relationship troubles.
A breakup? That's it?
Or maybe a kidnapping. Maybe worse.
Ah, that's more like it. Who has been kidnapped? Who's this person that's been taken away from you?
My girlfriend.
Do you have a photo? Who knows? Maybe I've seen her somewhere along this highway.
Yeah, there's a photo in my backpack. Dunk.
I know her. The same woman, but with different hair color. I just saw her at the gas station a few miles back.
Yeah. That's not her. That's a decoy.
A decoy? What kind of game are you playing here?
It was supposed to be a trap. It backfired.
I say, you're lucky nobody got hurt.
So she's not in danger?
Yes, that's right. There was a scene there at the gas station. She was being questioned by 2 men. She seemed to be explaining herself, pointing at the empty passenger seat in her car. They didn't really seem interested in her, though. They were more interested in the empty car seat.
They were after me. Did you catch what they were after?
Not exactly. There was a lot of pointing at the passenger seat in her car and shrugging. It seemed they'd lost something. Or someone. The leader, he seemed very unhappy. A guy in an orange vest.
Yeah, orange vest. So it was all a trap.
A trap? So they were looking for you?
It would appear that way. I think so.
Sounds like getting in my dream. Getting in the trunk. May have saved your neck.
Oh, it's clouds. I thought there was smoke coming from behind that boulder. The main guy. Did you happen to notice if he had a bracelet with circles around his arm?
No, I didn't get a look. I just heard one strange thing they said. That they were looking for a guy with 8 fingers. They were going to find him.
Wait a minute. I have 8 fingers. Look at my pinky fingers. They're stubs. 8 fingers.
Something like that. 8 fingers. 8 digits maybe.
8 digits. It's me. I have his phone number. No, but my pinkies.
Uh-huh. And you wouldn't happen to have a strange blue box with you, would you?
I do. Ooh, am I being too trusting with you? So I'm gonna trust you.
That was the other thing they mentioned. They have the key, but don't want the box opened.
Interesting. Did you see which direction they headed?
I didn't get a look. Say, have you noticed how many tumbleweeds there are suddenly?
I had, yes. What do you make of it?
I don't know, but the weather also seems to be turning suddenly.
I mean, that's been happening
Turn
for a
on the
while,
radio
buddy.
And see if you can find a weather report.
Oh god, the tumbleweeds. Good lord.
My god! Get that thing off the window! Get it off! Get it off!
Escape the tumbleweeds. How do I... Okay, window. Go away. Poke you in the eye. No, that's not an option. Close the window then. Your backpack. Phone. No. Stab with toothbrush. No. Matchbook. No. Box. No. Okay, how do I get off the car? Stop. Oh, go away. Go away. Hopefully the radio can help. Okay. Okay, that works. That works real good.
It seems to be changing the weather conditions.
Freezer.
Sunny skies. Sunny skies.
Suddenly, it's sunny.
Okay.
It's not working. They're stuck to the car. We need some other kind of weather to get clear of them.
Is that gonna work?
It's like tornado conditions now.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
The tornado.
Oh.
It's starting to pull the tumbleweeds off the car.
Oh my god.
It's not strong enough.
Okay. Volume. No.
Warning. Tornado 20 feet from car.
Okay.
Tornado 40 feet. Tornado.
Okay, that worked.
Oh, good riddance.
Good god. That was awful. Why was that a thing?
Look, that was very strange.
Yeah.
Even for this place.
Yeah, it was. Yes, I agree.
And the eyes on those things. It seemed they were spying. Searching for something. Did you notice?
Yes, funnily enough, I did.
What do you know about these guys? The ones who are after you?
I have their business card.
Oh, let's see.
Sure, it's in my backpack.
Balkan Tours?
You know them?
Not directly, no. But I've heard about them. From a guy in Istanbul I met. He had made it through to Europe, but then had come back to get his family. But that's another story. He had come across this Balkan Tours on his way back from Serbia. He warned everyone about them who would listen. Apparently, they had a charitable program to help refugees, promising to help them. But no one who accepted their help was ever seen from again. People just disappeared. And it wasn't just people in the refugee community either. Tourists too.
Ooh.
They were strange stories.
Serbia. My girlfriend was there last summer.
Did she mention anything about this Balkan Tours to you?
No, she never mentioned the name.
Yes, I guess merely the fact that you ever saw her again suggests otherwise. Still, it seems like a connection.
Yeah, it does. I think she met him somehow and has been texting him.
Well, I hope she hasn't fallen into their hands now. Some of the stories circulating around refugee camps in Serbia at this time I only heard bits and pieces. Nothing very clear. Mirrors. Rooms full of mirrors. People losing their
Mirror
minds
eyes.
and never coming back.
The man with mirror eyes.
Yes. People who were heading from Turkey into Croatia and Serbia were being warned about it. Watch out for mirrors. Rooms full of mirrors. Rooms full of ice.
I need to do something to help her.
Well, my friend, I think right now the best thing you can do is run for safety. They probably have a good beat on your location, assuming the Tumbleweeds were on their payroll.
I'm assuming they were.
Make no mistake, these guys are dangerous.
What's the worst that could happen to me if this is a dream?
Well, we've all been in a dream we've wanted to wake up from, but couldn't, right?
True.
Let's just say there are people who thrive on that fear and have ways of keeping you from waking up.
That's awful.
Exactly.
Yikes.
What did you do to these guys anyway? Why you?
I don't know. But there's a box there after. Well, you know that. He knows that.
Right. Where did you get the box?
My girlfriend gave it to me.
They must be worried about what's inside. Worried it will expose them. All the things they have done. To her. And to all the other people they've hurt.
So what's the plan? Where are we going?
I wish I knew. Even if I make it to my destination, I'm still not home. That's what it means to be an exile.
Where are we going exactly?
My niece, Nadia, used to ask me that question all the time. Where are you going, uncle? She was the only young person who knew I was leaving. Imagine, she knew when my father didn't. I was always mad at my sister for telling her. She would ask me that when I was putting her to bed.
What did you tell her?
The only thing you can tell when a person that young asks you a question like that at bedtime. I told her the truth. Not the truth, but the truth wrapped in the blanket of a story.
Story time. Nadia's story.
There's a place where the river Tigris runs through Baghdad. A place called the Two-Story Bridge. When I was a kid, I would go fishing there and look out at the water and wonder where it all led. As a child, I was told that the farthest place on the earth from Baghdad is a place called Fiji. I would train my eyes on the horizon and imagine that all the water led there, to the point where the sky met the earth. To my child's mind, Fiji was the place where the sky touches the earth. These people of Fiji, they must be very tolerant people to live in such a place where one has to stoop over at all times and can never stand up straight. Eventually, they resolved to leave and find a new home, where the sky was farther from the earth, where the Pandas tree can grow high enough to be woven. So, they left this land right under the sky, leaving behind those people so old and bent that they no longer cared to stand up straight. The other Fijians gradually moved away from the edge of the world, and the sky got a little higher, and then they found a marvelous place. It was fertile and lush, with excellent weather, an orange tree for every backyard. But there was one problem: earthquakes. Terrible earthquakes, as frequent as rains during the springtime in this country. All because the sky was still close to the earth. When there's thunder, it echoes off the roof of the sky and causes the ground to break. But the Fijians adjusted. They built their entire civilization out of rubber. Rubber houses.
I don't need to say anything, do I?
That would sway during the quakes, with rubber restraints that would hold the sleeping Fijians tight while they dreamed. But Nadia didn't want a bedtime story about that. She wanted a story about good and evil.
Classic.
The kind of story children like. So I changed it for her to be about a Fijian princess called Nadia, who finds the source of all the earthquakes.
What happens in the fairy tale version?
So, Nadia finds a dragon hiding under the earth. A dragon with a splinter in its toe, whose terrible roaring causes the earth to break.
Love it.
Nadia slays the dragon and saves the people by uttering a magic spell. Gonothi se auton.
What does she say?
Gonothi se auton. It's actually Greek. Rolls right off the tongue.
Is that spell? Gnothi Seoton.
Okay. That was
Ooh.
interesting. Can you say that again?
Hold up a second. That means know thyself in English.
Or the mirror eyes closed.
I have a spell. Well, weapon. I have mastered a new weapon. This is the spell that Vern said I needed.
Seems like it. And look, that's not the spell's only power. The card. There's a phone number on it now.
Ooh.
Do you know what this means?
I do
I
not.
think you're ready to make a certain phone call.
To Balkan Source. Ah, yes, it is the same number that was on my girlfriend's phone. To Balkan Source.
Right. Ready to put your spell to use?
Yes. Yes, I'm ready.
Good. Do you have a phone?
Yes, but it's not mine. It belongs to the
Even
waitress.
better. So,
Was that even
here's
better?
the plan. You call them and tell them you want to sign up for a tour.
Okay, got it.
Here's the thing. If they act like they're taking you on a tour, everything is good. But if they've figured you out, they'll try to distract you while they kidnap you. Take it from me. They tell you someone you care about is in danger, but don't believe it. If everything's fine, then everything's fine. But if someone you know is in danger, it's a trap. Get out of there. Are you ready?
Okay.
Dial the
Interesting.
number.
Okay, let's do it.
Yeah.
Is this Balkan Tours?
Yep. What can I help you with?
I'd like to take a tour of the Badlands.
That's a big park. You near the Argus gas station on Route 90?
Yes, I am.
Alright. I'll pick you up in an hour.
How about I come to you instead?
You don't have a car, do you?
How did you know that?
Just guess from your voice. So, see you in an hour.
How will I find you?
Don't worry. I'll find you.
Okay, well, everything seemed okay with that. Bit weird, but sure.
So, it worked then?
Where are you going? Hey, what's happening to you?
Isn't that how these things normally work in the stories of this country?
What do you mean?
Other characters shows up, imparts some hard-earned wisdom, then conveniently fades away.
I mean, sure. I need your help.
It's a few minutes before 3:30 in Istanbul. There's another raft waiting. Another try.
Good luck.
Thanks. To you too. I think you'll be fine. You have allies all along this road, even in the cars of enemies. I've left something for you.
Ooh. Thanks.
Hey, sorry I haven't written in a while.
Oh, wow, really? Okay, I'm not gonna get the story. Fine, I guess. So, I still have no answers. I don't know. I don't know what to think anymore. I think all of my theories so far could have been wrong. It could be everything I've said. It could be that she got captured by Balkan Tools and I'm trying to figure out how to help her get free. I don't know. But one more ride left, and hopefully we'll get some answers. I don't know. I truly do not know, but I am going to miss this when it's done, because it's been a while since I've played a game that had this much like mystery to it that made me... I've been thinking about this a lot when I'm not playing it, which is always great. It's always a good sign when a game's able to do that. So next time, we will see. We will round this off, and we will hopefully find out what the hell is happening. But until then, if you want to check this out for yourself, then the link to the game page is in the description. Any theories you might have, stick them in the comments. I would love to hear them, but as I've said in the other videos, no spoilers, please and thank you. Thank you very much for watching. If you've enjoyed this video, then why don't you go ahead and the like button, the super shady tour company that is the subscribe button, make sure you that bad boy. And until next time, love you, bye.